Hello everyone, Sandy Ingram here, your hostess on Budget Retirement Options. We have tried to make the channel about a high quality of lifestyle on a low retirement budget. My retirement pattern is slightly different than most. I travel from place to place every 3 to 6 months. My criteria for accommodations are simple: kitchen, internet, and entire place. I opt for beachfront properties first. However, I usually can stay within my budget when the beachfront property is anywhere from 5 to 20 miles outside of the main city, like Puerto Vallarta. It was 7 miles outside of town for oceanfront rental under $500 US. Actually, it was $400 US for several years. Here in the Dominican Republic, it looks like 100 miles outside of Santo Domingo before you could snag oceanfront property for under $700 US a month. In Acapulco, you can stay in Old Town Acapulco for $280 a month. Actually, it's $230 to $280. The extra is for air conditioning and cable. This is a small one-bedroom apartment with a small kitchen and a private bath in an older building 3 blocks from the town square. Santo Domingo is believed to be cheap. However, I'm here to tell you it is not as cheap as people would have you believe. First of all, the Dominican Republic is an island, and a trip to the grocery store creates a feeling of wanting to return to Mexico, where $30 US is too much groceries to carry, whereas $30 on the island, it barely fits into my backpack. It is the little things that make the difference in the cost of living. To understand the real rental rates, use Airbnb like a research tool. Get off the first 5 to 6 pages of a destination, especially a city like Santo Domingo, because what Airbnb algorithm does is shows you the best properties, the ones that are always rented. They show you that first. However, if you go to page 5, 6, and on, you will find 300, 400 a month rentals, including everything. You can also find the same thing in Puerto Vallarta. Some places look a little rough around the edges on the outside. However, this is the personality of Mexico. The outside of your home may not look great. However, the inside can be a whole different story. One viewer wrote a comment about not being able to find cheap apartments in Puerto Vallarta. I explained to her that she was wrong. The proof is right on Airbnb. People of all different levels of property ownership are earning money each month. To do what I do, you must be flexible. You will run into good hosts and poor hosts. You must be able to laugh at the subtle ways they try to control you, or the organized racism or sexism patterns they implement to control you. You must be above all of that, or you will never get to enjoy your stay, your travels, or your cheaper rents when you need to balance your budget. For some reasons, people in other countries believe themselves to be smarter or more intelligent than Americans. They know a few secrets about America's politics, and they think all Americans are a little stupid. You must be able to rise above this mentality. Yes, we know Kennedy may have had a few flaws. And yes, the wall idea was difficult to live with when being an American in Mexico. And it is true, sometimes Americans misbehave when traveling. On the whole, when you rise above silliness, you force the people around you to do the same. My job is to travel and report back using this particular YouTube channel. Yes, you can live well on less offshore, but not everywhere. When in Miami, I learned that a lot of people have moved to Colombia. At some point, I suppose I will have to go on down and see for myself the quality of life in the northern part of South America. People, there are 10,000 baby boomers retiring each day in America. Some are continuing to work. Others are leaving the country to find lower cost of living options.